Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. So I hope everyone is doing great. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends, so that you don't miss anything that I'm going to do here. So what's really happening here is we are on German 40. So what's really happening is what happened yesterday. We thought maybe we had some sort of a breakout because our resistant line was something like this. You can see that, and that seems to be like a sort of a retest. Do you see that? Because the market was just respecting this area. But by the way, when I check this thing now, I start to see that, you know what, this thing is actually, that was actually an inner trend line. So it was in the outer one. Why? Because I can see that, you know what, we have a resistant area where the market is respecting. And for us maybe to say maybe we have a proper breakout, it means the market has to break that area. You see, the market has to move above that area, and before we say, okay, now the market changed the direction. But it seems like the market did not do that. You see that the market just respected that. Yes, we had a very aggressive moves. And even when we look back, we can see that we had similar moves. And even here, the market tried to do that. Here we can see another move where the market is creating that, you see. So it means like the market is just creating ranging, go down range, go down range. So what do you think? Go down. I think that something like that might happen. The market might still push lower, you see. So that's what I'm thinking, and now I see this area, it's been respected. So unfortunately, we did not see that happening quicker because sometimes you can't predict what is going to happen. So we have to adjust that. You don't really have to be like right all the time, especially when we try to adjust this resistance and supports every day. So for now, we are still on what? We are still on bearish. So yesterday we thought maybe the market was getting out of that, but actually we were looking at the inner resistance. So now we have to adjust that. The market is still on bearish. Unfortunately, then we're still going to sell. So I hope maybe everyone is going to understand that. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. If you want to join the team, here is my contact. You can just click a post, then you can write my contacts, and then what? Let's go to the break. Get funded with Traders Central to kickstart your trading career and make the profit that you deserve, and you will get access to TradingView, my FX book, and many more, and enjoy Traders Central ecosystem and so much more on their marketplace. Link in my description. Check the link, then you will start to enjoy more of the funding. Thanks. Okay, thank you very much for watching that. So what's really happening here now? We are on gold. So on gold, remember, gold is still on an uptrend, but this move, guys, it's moving like something like the market is creating something like this, and we see these things happening several times from different markets. If you are a part of the team, you will now understand because I teach my people this. You can see that. So mostly the market creates something like this. It moves, push up, move, push up, go down, push up, something like that. So I even see it here. We see the move. This one was a bit small, but if we draw that, you can see that the market even came back again there. But we see a move again, pushing up, another move, pushing up. So what we see is, even if it's not really that perfect, but at least we can see what's really happening. We can easily see what's really happening. So now we have an area, this area, where we expecting that this should be around this. So what we expect here, we expecting the market, let me do this. I'm expecting the market to reach this area and do the same thing and push up. I'm expecting the market to push up. So let me check something. Okay, sorry. So what's really happening here is actually I'm expecting the market to reach this area, and then we can have maybe a very nice buy. But sometimes the market won't just do exactly what we want. The market sometimes might not even reach that area, but mostly the market reaches that area before pushing up. If you missed it there, it means you will get it on top, because we're still expecting the market to do the same thing as we are on bullish momentum. I hope you understand that. For you to think about selling, let's break. You will have to think the market has to break this support area first before we say, you know what, it's our time to do what, to sell. I hope you think. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. So let's push to the next one. Let's push to the next one. Let's clear this. I hope you already subscribed, guys. So now we are on US oil. US oil has been straightforward. I hope everyone did eat from this. So what happened here? This one is quite simple, because the market was very clear. The market was on a downtrend. Then we were all selling here. So what happened is the market just broke out of that, retest. Now the market is pushing up. So what's really happening now is, once the market breaks out, you will see that the market doesn't really move nicely like that. So mostly the market will just start to create this type of moves. And when you check this nicely, sometimes you can't find a nice entry. So that happens most of the time when the market breaks out. But here it seems like the market is started to give us, you can see, you can count here the higher low. So I think the market is starting to give us something like that. And from there, what we can do is, we're supposed to have something like this and start to see, okay, even if we missed this one here, but already my people already ate in the group. So even let's see, no, that one won't work. So what's really happening? Okay, sorry, my brother is dying. I don't know, my brother is dying. Okay, so what's really happening here is, sorry about that. So what's really happening here is, sorry, that what disturbed me actually. So what's really happening here is, since we had this breakout, the market is now creating a nice move that everyone can recognize. You see that? So it's creating this support area because the market now changed the trend. Firstly, the trend was a downtrend. Now the trend is what? An uptrend. So here it's a very good, I think, to see. It's a good actually example to show people, because mostly people, they don't really know where the market changes the trend. So they'll ask, how do you know when the market is going to change the trend? It's here when we see this breakout. So now the trend is going to create something like this. It might not be perfect, but something like that might happen. Then we're supposed to buy at the higher lows. This lows is where we buy. But sometimes the market won't create a nice move like that. So on this one, I can see that we can have maybe a buy pending order here. After I'm done with this analysis, then maybe they're going to have something great. I think the market is still going to push up. And at the moment, since the market is pushing up, obviously we look into do what? To buy only. We don't even thinking about selling, because the market is on an uptrend. You see, so let's push to the next one. So when we push to the next one here, we can see that, let me remove this. We can see that on US30, unfortunately, on US30, what I see is we are still on a downtrend. We can see that from around this area, the market has been respecting this area nicely. So we don't really have to panic and say, oh, maybe the market broke out. No, at the moment, the market did not break out. Let's wait for the market to break this one out. And again, the same thing that I have done on German 30, I also see some sort of a resistance around that area, you see. So for us to say maybe this thing broke out, I think we will be maybe lying to ourselves, and that might not be good actually. That might not be good actually. I see also something like that, even if it doesn't seem to be perfect, but it's fine. Let me remove that. So what's really happening here is, for us to say maybe the market is changing the trend, but at the moment the market did not change that. If we say maybe the market is breaking out, it means the market has to break even this horizontal resistance. The market has to push above that, and maybe after the retest we can take a trade there. After maybe a retest we can take a trade there. But if maybe that doesn't happen, it means maybe the market will respect this area and do what, and push lower. Unless if the market, so around this area actually it's where we supposed to learn something. It's where we're supposed to learn, because sometimes moves like this, they confuse. Maybe you might do your trends line and stuff like that, and sometimes you feel like the market already broke and you think like this is a retest. When you buy and around this area, then the market goes against you, because maybe you did not look at your previous levels, because currently the market is still under this bearish. We have a choice to look at these areas, you see. So I hope you will see that nicely. But if maybe you want to buy, let's say if you want to buy, obviously you will do something like this above that area. Maybe you can have your buy pending order like that. If maybe the market is going to sell, we might have something like this, a sell pending order like that, and then we can say, you know what, maybe the market will just do something like that. I hope you see that. I hope you see the bigger picture. So let's see. Yeah, now we are on the big boy. It's a NASDAQ. So what do we see on NASDAQ, guys? So here's the thing that you're supposed to learn here. This is an hour time frame. So let me remove this. I sent this to the group. What's really happening here is we had yesterday we had a very nice breakout, right? Yes, this was like still here. We had a nice breakout, and the breakout, what you can see nicely, we had, this is, to me, I think that is a clear breakout, right? But it seems like the market is struggling to break this area, and when we look, we still have a fresh move here. You see that? And if we go back again, I can see that it's quite similar to what we saw on German 30. You see this type of a move? This type of a move, even if we did not push it further, but if we push it further, we can see that, oh, the market is actually on some sort of a resistance, right? So what can we do? Yes, we still see that as a breakout, right? But for us to take action, it means this breakout also means, sorry, this resistance also needs to be broken. Needs to be like, if we say we can buy, the market has to move out of that also. But we can't just say buy here, because I also saw that I did a mistake and say we should have a buy pending order here, but I started to realize that we have a resistance. Then we can stop. After we stop, yes, above this area we can have a buy pending order if the market is going to go to the upside, right? But beside that we can say, you know what, maybe this thing might still go lower, because we see some areas where the market created something like this, like that. And we also see previously, we also had the same thing where the market came back again, and even here we thought maybe it was a breakout, but actually it was not. And if the market wants to come back here, if the market goes back there, it means it's time for us to say, you know what, this is no longer valid. Let's get a proper line. Let's get a proper line similar to what we done on German 40. Similar to what we done on German 40, then we might end up with something like this. You see, we might end up with something like that, because when the market creates this news, this new areas, because yesterday this area was not there. So when the market creates something like that, it means sometimes we have to keep updating that and see if maybe there is something happening. Because sometimes if we stick to the old trends and the new market, the new areas are created, and we don't really adjust to that, sometimes we can miss even the simplest moves. Then after a few days, when you try to draw everything, you start to realize that actually that was simple, but unfortunately you did not get that. You see, unfortunately you did not get that. So yeah, that's what I see. Actually, that's what I see. I think the market might be still respecting this resistance, but now I'll be focusing on this horizontal resistance, only if the market breaks that. If the market breaks that, yeah, it's where I will just confirm. That is it will be a much better confirmation to say, you know what, that it's much better than before. Now we can say let's buy. Simple as that. So thank you guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. I hope you learned something. Don't forget that later on we're gonna go on our live. We're gonna go on our live session here on YouTube. Just make sure that you hit that notification button, so when we go live you don't miss this. So for those who want to join me, there are my contacts. You can just check them. WhatsApp me. 150 it's membership, where I'm going to mentor you, and also you can get those signals. But the best thing is for you to learn. Monthly subscription, it's monthly signals, so it's $35. So if you want the system, it's only $60. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Bye.